one of our council members would have to abstain due to employment issues, and that's completely understandable. However, after discussing this with Mr. Fernaro offline, I do feel that it would be best if council would be amenable to waive the 3 readings and vote on that today. Although it wouldn't go into effect as an emergency, it could still at least go into effect and be passed. So we are, I think it would be, the request would be to have all 3 pieces passed today by waiving the 3 readings.
Okay.
But if you have any other questions for me, I'd be more than happy to chat.
Okay. Any other questions for Mr. Lallo this evening? All right. If not, we will move on. There's no mayor's report this evening, so we will go right into standing committee reports. We have Recreation Department Standing Committee minutes of March 16th, 2026. Looking for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Need a second.
Second.
Okay, Mr. Smolik with the motion to approve. Councilman Hamer with a second. Any discussion? If not, Janelle, please call the roll.
Mr. Hamer,
Yes.
Mr. Ziegler,
Yes.
Council President, we're going to hold off on the Police and Fire Standing Committee meeting minutes.
Okay, we didn't. Okay, we are? Okay. So you don't want to vote on those tonight? Okay.
Where are we voting?
I don't know. Councilman Schultz said we're going to hold off on it, so we'll hold off on it. Okay, moving into correspondence. Janelle, is there any correspondence this evening?
no.
Well, back to committee. Ms. Muscatello, I'll get the police and fire, or what was it? Yeah, police and fire that you weren't full on for. We did right afterwards. Then I have the two service committee meeting minutes I've got to get over to you too. So
Okay.
started working on those. I'll forward over this week.
Okay. Moving on to public comments of matters not on the agenda. Please state your name and address, please.
Of course. Good evening, everybody. My name is Andrew Mazzaro, and I live at 8100 Elmwood Drive, across the street from Mr. Schneider. In August of 2024, the drainage ditches in front of my house were filled in with corrugated pipe. Before that was done, the front of my yard drained properly and was consistently the driest part of my property. Since that change, there is no effective drainage for my yard. The only drain sits above grade at street level, which means the water cannot enter under normal conditions. As a result, my front yard now holds standing water on a regular basis, even during minor rain. I have photos documenting this that I brought tonight, that I brought copies with me today if anyone would like to see them. During the storm on March 31st that was previously discussed, my house flooded twice because the water in my front yard had nowhere to go and was forced back towards my house and flooded my mudroom, unfortunately. I've contacted the service department multiple times over the past year and a half about this issue. Everyone that I've spoken to has been very professional and understanding, but no action has been taken to resolve the issue. At this point, the grading of my front yard appears to be sinking due to constant saturation. And this issue did not exist prior to the ditch being filled in. It is a result of that work and the lack of proper drainage installed and improper grading afterwards. Thank you.
Could you spell your last name for me, sir? Thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Mazzaro, can I see the pictures?
And you had that filled, what was that, 2 years ago then?
Yes, it was August of 24. Late in August, I think, like first.
Remember going by whenever they were doing it, okay, I think.
Okay, Mr. Courtney, Mr. Fernaro, I know we heard about this issue at the last council meeting too. And Mr. Fernaro, I believe you went down there and did some inspection also since then. Do we have any updates that we can share with these gentlemen this evening? in that area?
I have an update. I've talked to a couple residents and their driveway pipe sizes are not correct. So not everything could be done by the city. Some of it's on your neighbors. So one of your neighbors has an 8-inch driveway pipe and
This is in referencing the pictures are the work that was done, not about the drainage. There's standing water in my yard.
but are these pictures when your house was damaged?
No, they were not. No. I'm not trying to.
Understood, understood.
So since the last meeting, I did go down there and I've taken a look. And I looked at the plan that we prepared when that storm line went in.
Okay,
The catch basin right next to his driveway should be, per the plan, about 3 inches below the edge of pavement. And there should be a window cut into the east side of it to let that water that comes off the yard into that catch basin. So it looks like that's not quite what is there. It might be just even with the pavement, but that window doesn't exist. So Joe and I will go down and take a look at that and see what we can do to get a window in that basin to get that front yard drained.
so there is no window in that basin?
Not that I saw.
And it was supposed to be 3 inches below pavement, and it's not? It's level?
I didn't physically measure it. It just looks like it's a little, maybe a squeak high, but we can measure it and see.
Okay, okay. Fair enough.
Sorry.
It's under the
Below
pavement?
the edge of the pavement.
Okay. And you're saying it's above your grade?
So
Above the grass line? Okay,
Yeah.
okay, understood. All right.
the grade that I was having issues with is when it was seeded.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever did the work didn't properly grade it, so it's higher than the lower part of my yard prior to it.
Okay. Okay. All right. I appreciate you sharing the pictures, and hopefully we'll get some more information on what they can do with that basin to get the window in there, and that should help. Okay. Okay, any other public comments for matters not on the agenda? Okay, moving on to old business, for public comments on matters of old business. Okay, moving on to the public comments on agenda items of new business. Keep moving on to the first reading, 26-R-23, resolution authorizing participation in the ODOT road salt contracts awarded in 2026.
Motion to waive three readings?
Second.
Councilman Smolik with a motion to waive the three readings, Councilman Hamer with a second. Any discussion? No discussion. Janelle, please call the roll.
Mr. Ziegler.
Yes.
Mr. Fenstermaker.
Yes.
Mr. Hamer.
Yes.
Mr. Scholes.
Abstain.
Mr. Smolik.
Yes. On a motion?
No, we can't. You need 5 people to vote to waive the 3 readings.
Yes.
So we only have 4. So he abstained. So it'll have to go to second reading. Or we'll have to have a special meeting to address it.
I was under the understanding that we were going to do it, go this 30 days.
So, I'm sorry? Yeah, no,
Yeah, I misunderstood.
You said go ahead and pass it.
correct. It would be passed today if you waive the 3 readings, you do it. So, and I don't want to advise you, but you're not voting on the legislation, you're just voting to advance it to the 3rd reading. But based upon the vote, it's got to go to the 2nd reading.
Okay, then it has to go to the second reading.
And then we're going to need to make a special meeting before, the end of the month, correct?
Mr. Fernaro is going to reach out to ODOT and figure
Okay.
out what's needed.
Which I'm sure you guys have done if you haven't do this, but
Okay, all right. So it's got to go to the second reading. Mr. Fernaro, just keep us updated, please.
and yeah, we do that, we'll all come together for what 5-10 minute meeting then to pass that, correct?
Well,
Once he finds.
If it goes
correct.
to the
Once he
second reading,
finds
we
out,
might not have to.
once he finds out from ODOT, we'll then figure it out from there.
Gotcha.
Okay, moving on to the first reading of 26-0-24, an ordinance authorizing Mainline Truck and Trailer Service, Inc. to perform emergency repairs on the Service Department's 2003 International 7400 truck and declaring an emergency.
So moved.
I need a motion to waive the three readings.
Waive the 3 readings.
Second.
Okay, Councilman Ziegler with a motion to waive the three readings, Councilman Hamer with a second. Any discussion?
Would like some guidance on this. I have a question regarding the legislation itself. This is the repair, right?
Yes.
And that really can't be discussed at this point in time, right?
On the repair?
Yeah.
Oh, because of the three readings?
Yeah.
Technically, this motion or the discussion is based upon whether we should waive the three readings. If you have a question regarding the actual legislation, like the text of the legislation, maybe we could have Robert's rules, you should wait until after this vote and have the discussion. But if you really need to, you can call a point of order and have the conversation.
And we didn't have time because of the work session and we were walking down the hallway. I was only able to mention one thing to you about the abstention. So, Mr. President, I'd like to just ask for a point of order
To discuss the legislation itself?
just to discuss the body of the legislation. And it has to do, I understand that I was absent for a couple meetings in a row, and I went through the meeting minutes. And when I looked at the Ohio Revised Code, let me pull that up, it's 735.051.
Yes, that is the,
That's why it's citing that ability for the city to transact. But the question that came to my mind was the sequence of operations. And let me just read this.
Yeah.
You have it pulled up, but it says, in the case of a real or present emergency arising in connection with the operation and maintenance of the Department of Public Service, including all municipally owned utilities, the Department of Public Safety or any other department, division, commission, bureau, or board of the municipality, the legislative authority of the municipality may, by a 2/3 vote of all its members, elect thereto authorize the Director of Public Service, Director of Public Safety, City Manager, Board of Public Affairs, or other duly authorized contracting officer, commission, board, or authority to enter into a contract for work to be done or for the purchase of supplies or materials without formal bidding and advertising. So I guess my question, Mr. Lallo, is does that 2/3 vote need to come before Mr. Finaro goes and solicits that authorization for a contract to begin? Because we've been given a contract that the work is already done. But I don't know, Council.
it doesn't say, I know what you're saying is, like, do you need to get that 2/3 authority before he actually does it, or is it permissible to be after?
Yeah.
I don't see anything in legislation that prohibits it from being after, okay? It's just that, because in the case of a real and present emergency arising in that connection, it needs to give him that latitude to be able to take that action without going through the formal bidding process. And in this case, it was under the act, like under, I know it's 75,000 and change. If it's above that number, you actually have to get formal bids and solicit the bids and all that. Or if it's under that threshold, over 25 and under that threshold, then it's informal bidding process. So in this situation, it falls in that middle range where it would be that informal bidding process. So all you're saying is, we understand that there's that real and present emergency. He didn't need to go out and get informal bids and kind of spec the jobs, for the cost of that repair. And I understand your question. The statute doesn't tell us it needs to be done before. So it's a bit ambiguous in that regard. And I would argue in defense, if we were to be challenged, in the case of a real and present emergency, then you need the ability to take that action without yet getting that necessary, like, 2/3 vote to be able to do it, because there is that emergency, right? It's the emergent nature of it, of the need for it getting to be, like, needing to get done.
I guess you could say I was getting hung up. It said to enter into a contract for work to be done. So I'm just asking for clarification because, I like to play lawyer on TV, but you know what I mean? I look
Yeah,
it
no,
up
it's
and
a
try
fair
to
question.
understand. It's kind of like
Yes.
the cart before the horse there.
Yes.
Thank you for the clarification.
Okay. So with that, we move on to a motion to waive the 3 readings.
Correct, and I think there was a motion and a second. and I
Mr.
think now we're
Ziegler
ready
and Mr. Hamer was the second. And any further discussion? Okay, Janelle, please call the roll.
Mr. Ziegler.
Yes.
Mr. Fenstermaker.
Yes.
Mr. Hamer.
Yes.
Mr. Scholes.
Yes.
Mr. Smolik.
Yes.
Okay, looking for a motion to declare an emergency and adopt.
So moved.
Need a second?
Second.
Okay, Councilman Smolik with a motion, waive the 3 readings and adopt. Mr. Hamer with the second. Any other discussions? Janelle, please call the roll.
Mr. Ziegler.
Yes.
Mr. Fenstermaker.
Yes.
Mr. Hamer.
Yes.
Mr. Scholes.
Yes.
Mr. Smolik.
Yes.
Okay, moving on to the first reading, 26-0-25. An ordinance authorizing the city of Kirtland to enter into a contract to purchase one Ford F-550 stainless steel dump with equipment as shown in Exhibit A from Valley Truck Centers and declaring an emergency. Looking for a motion to waive the 3 readings.
So moved.
Need a second?
Second.
Councilman Smolik with a motion to waive the 3 readings. Councilman Hamer with a second. Any discussion?
Yeah, Joe, just looking at this 19,000 payload upgrade package. What was it normally? With just is that just a little extra that you?
Yeah, it's a 550. It's actually replacing the truck that got hit. Exact same truck.
Okay, any other discussions? Janelle, please call the roll.
Mr. Ziegler.
Yes.
Mr. Fenstermaker.
Yes.
Mr. Hamer.
Yes.
Mr. Scholes.
Yes.
Mr. Smolik.
Yes.
Okay, I'm looking for a motion to declare an emergency and adopt.
So moved.
What?
Second. I was going to ask for this legislation to be amended, and it's in a whereas clause. Just the value mentioned in Exhibit B. Correct.
Oh, this right here. It should be the 100, 101.
No,
Oh, no, hold on.
it states in the above whereas clauses that it can be
Here.
equal or less.
Oh, 6-2.
It's more, yeah.
Okay.
It's referencing Exhibit B. And
Oh, so this, yeah, so for the record, the sale of the vehicle from Valley Ford, or Valley Truck, is less than what the Sourcewell contract requires. So long as it's at or less that amount, then we can utilize that entity for the sale. There's a typo in there. As it relates to Exhibit B, I will say it's, instead of a 62,045, it's 60, the actual exhibit is 62,545. I would, right now, the motion is pending to pass the legislation. My opinion, with the clerical error, I mean, that's actually on me for drafting. It's not of substance, it's in the whereas clause, and it references Exhibit B itself. And Exhibit B is $62,545.30.
Is it accurate on Exhibit B?
It is exactly accurate on
Yeah.
Exhibit B.
Okay.
So I don't believe there's a need to amend the legislation, but I appreciate you pointing that out.
okay, that's fine.
Okay. All right, so with that discussion, looking for a motion.
Second.
We have
Already
those.
Okay, we already have them. Janelle?
It was Mr. Smolik and
So-
Mr. Smolik and Mr. Hamer again. Janelle, please call the roll.
Mr. Ziegler.
Yes.
Mr. Fenstermaker.
Yes.
Mr. Hamer.
Yes.
Mr. Scholes.
Yes.
Mr. Smolik.
Yes.
Okay, moving into council comments.
Joe, did you ever think of getting like alligator skin seats on those or get the spinners on that new truck or anything?
You sure?
I just
Maybe the next one.
wanted to publicly acknowledge Lake County Treasurer Michael Zurin for coming to the Kirtland Public Library. It was a nice event. He did take a lot of fiery darts and arrows while I was here, but I wanted to acknowledge that what he did, I felt was informative, and it's something that I don't think he has to do, but he's trying to get out and educate the public relative to property tax and the changes in the law recently. So that was very nice.
Okay. All right, thank you. You're the chairman for the police and fire, right? You do need to schedule another standing committee to kind of get up to date.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Any other continuing concerns this evening? Last chance for the public. Okay, well, I'm looking for an adjournment.
Motion to adjourn?
Okay.
All in favor?